So now I will be going into the topic for today, and that is keyframe, right? What is keyframe and how it can be used in CapCut, or how it can be used in video editing, right? So keyframe, talking about keyframe is like a special marker that helps control how an element in your video changes over time. Now, imagine you are making a video of a bouncing ball, right? With keyframes, you can tell CapCut where the ball should be at different points in time, right? Now, for example, you can set a keyframe at the beginning with the ball at the top, then another keyframe a few seconds later with the ball at the bottom. Now, I know that all I'm saying is just vague until we get to roll up our sleeves and go into the practical class. So I would also be sharing my screen with you now. I'll be taking you to the CapCut environment now. Then I'll just show you something briefly. Then we'll learn how to do it together, right? So I'll share my screen now so you see. All right, I believe we all can see my screen. So if you are there and you can see my screen, type yes, 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 yes. Type yes if you can see my screen. Okay. Yes, thank you very much, Miss Becky. Okay. Who else can see my screen? Let me hear from you. So tonight we are going to be treating, how to use keyframes, right, for animation. Thank you very much, G. Thank you. So now, without wasting much time, I'll play this video so you see. If I put it to full screen, you might not be able to see what is going on, right? Because Zoom will not capture the full screen on CapCut. So I will just play from here so you see what I did here, okay? So I'll play now. So how many of you can see what I'm doing? I believe we can see I shot a video of myself. I shot a video, right, of myself, and I will show you the raw video, what I did, right? Then I am in this video showing you what product. How many of you know the owner of this? What is the name of this brand? If you know the name of the brand of what I'm holding, go to the comment section and tell me what I am holding. Okay, if you know what I'm holding in my two hands, right, just go to the comment section and type what I am holding. Oh, thank you very much, Israel. KFC. It's like you used to patronize those people very well. Okay, that's correct. Okay, that's correct. So I'm holding a KFC product, right? And that is more like a food product. So now, initially, I wasn't holding that object in my two hands, but I succeeded in using keyframe, right, to move these objects, right? I placed the both of them on my hands. Then I was able to use keyframe, right, to with the help of keyframe, I was able to center that object on my hand and move it in the video, as you can see it moving on the screen. So how many of you will be interested to know how it's been done? If you are interested and you want to know how I did it, I just wanted to say, let's go. Type let's go in the comment section and we will get straight to it. So I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to do it. Thank you very much, Becky. Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Israel. All right. Thank you so much. So we're going to get straight to it. Now, this is the procedures I used, and I'll show you the different methods I use. So now I'm going to delete all of these from my screen right away. I'll take this first clip off. I'll delete this. I'll delete this. Now, how do I delete? You just right click on the video or the object on your timeline, right click on your mouse, then you get to see delete, then you click on delete. So it's all gone right now. So now I just shot this video. Now I'm going to show you the raw file and I'll drag it to my timeline so you see. Now I shot this video ordinarily. Watch and see what I did in this video. So this was what I just did. It was actually a raw file. I just placed my hand this way. I believe we are following me. All right. So this was how I placed my hands, and that's me. So I just did my hand like that, right? So now I'm going to cut. I'm going to take off the important parts, right? In that clip I shot. So I'm going to click on the clip on my timeline. Now, mind you, This same thing is very possible with your mobile phone right there on your hands. You can do the same thing with your mobile phone right on your hands. So now I would now, this is what I would do. So I will now take my playhead. This line you see that is moving right now is called the playhead. I believe we can see it. The line is that straight line that looks like a frequency. That stuff. How many of you, if those radios with that our fathers used to use in those days, or those radios we used to buy those days, Kitchbo. If you look very well in that radio, you see we have a frequency tune like this. Or if you still have radios in your houses, you still see that we have something like a frequency tune like that. So now this frequency tune, right, is called the playhead, right, our CapCut playhead, and it's always on our timeline. So that is what counts the duration of all the things all the videos we usually, all the videos we are trying to edit. So it's more like it counts the duration. Okay. So okay, somebody, yeah, this is CapCut. I'm using CapCut. Somebody's asking if this is CapCut I'm using. Yes. Yes, it's CapCut I'm using. Okay. So don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to take you step by step gradually, and you're going to understand how I used CapCut to do this, right, on my PC. Okay. So I'm going to cut out the part that, okay, the light is back again. So I believe we can see me. Okay, I believe we can see me. So now I'm going to cut out the part that is unwanted, the unwanted parts, the places I don't like. So I'll just come here, drag my playhead. I believe we can see what I'm doing. So if you can't see, go to the comment section and say you can't see. I would know how to adjust. But if you can see, don't worry. Let's continue. So now I would come down to where I would adjust, right? I'll cut out from this part now. I'll cut this part to the left. Now on my timeline, I have split, I have delete left, and I have delete right. So I'm going to delete to the left. So which is this? I'm going to delete to the left. So I have this part left. Now, this is what I'll be doing. Okay, I will now cut this part out, right, to get what I want. Okay, so I just want it to be on this frequency. So you can see I started moving my two hands together, like I started moving them apart, so that when I rest the object on it, yeah, I will now enable the object to move, right, using my keyframe. Okay, I believe we are following. So thank you very much. I know we are all following. So now, what am I going to do? Now, I am going to, now this was what I did. Look at, I got this picture, as you can see it. How many of you can see my screen? I believe we can see my screen. I've already, I just touched the KFC product, and it's showing right on my screen, right? So now, this was what I did. I went to leonardo.ai. That was the site we used for our practical class. Sorry, that was the site we used for our practical class last week, right? And it's an AI site, an artificial intelligence site that works with prompt engineering, so that if you prompt it, whatever you ask it, it will give it to you. So now, for the sake of those who were not in the last class, I'm just going to quickly go to my leonardo.ai, right? So I will share my screen with you. So I'm going to go to Chrome. I will share my screen now, so you see what I'm doing. Okay, I will go to Chrome, then share my screen. All right, I believe we can see my screen. So if you can see my screen, yeah, thank you very much. If you can see my screen now, say yes. I'm using Chrome right now, so if you can see me on Chrome, just comment yes, so I continue. If you can see me on Chrome, comment yes, so I continue. And okay, yes, thank you very much. Now, okay, so now what I'm going to do next is this. I am going to, okay, thank you, Mr. Salah. Okay, hey, Mr. Israel. Okay, it means you are following. Thank you. So I'm now going to go to leonardo.ai. Now, I'm going to type in Leonardo.ai, and I'm going to enter. Now, it opens this part for me, right? So now, and I'm going to now search for a KFC product, right? I'm going to go to KFC, and I'm going to launch, let me launch the app first, okay? So now it's opening for me now. So now this AI site enables you to look for whatever image you are looking for, be it a cartoon, right? Be it cartoon, be it maybe a picture of an African, a picture of a white man, whatever you can think in mind, even if it's an airplane interior, right? When you prompt this artificial intelligence site, it will definitely give it to you. So I'm now going to come down to image generation right here. I'll click on image generation so that I can now prompt it. Now this page will enable me to prompt the site into giving me what I am looking for. So I'm going to type in the prompt, and I'm going to enter in. I will say, give me a picture. I'll tell it, give me a picture of a KFC product, and I will say in mockups. Okay, in mockups. Now mockups in the sense that it would kind of try to bring it out in a 3D format for me, right? So I'm going to generate now. Now you're entitled to 150 coin on Leonardo.ai site every single day. So you have 150 coins readily available for you every single day. So if that is exhausted, that will be all for today, or all for the day. So, and you can see it here, right? I have 78 coins left because I've used it today, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on generate. I'll click on generate. So now let's see what it will give me. If it will give me a KFC product, right? So I believe we are following. If you are following, say yes. If it's interesting to you, say interesting. Interesting. Okay, very good. It has generated the image for us already. Wow. So now I have the KFC product directly at my front. So it's not left for me to pick the one I love or the one that suits me best. Okay. So now I'm going to click on this one now. Let me take this one. I'll take this. So I'll just download, right? I'll download this now. I'll click on the download button. Okay, so it's downloading already. It has downloaded already. So, and I'll download this too. Okay. So now I haven't downloaded these two. I will go to my I'll go to where I downloaded my download history. Then I'll click on show in folder. So now I have this image right here. So don't worry, I will take you now. I will take you to see where I have them. Okay. So now I haven't downloaded that. The next thing I want to do is okay, let me just open the image so you see. So I'm going to share my screen now so that you see what I'm doing. So I'll share now look at, this is the image, right, of the KFC product I just downloaded. So now I want to place this product on my hands directly on CapCut so I can start moving it as if it were real, right? But before I do that, I would want to take off this background, right? I'm going to take off this background. Now, I'm not going to use the background in CapCut, the background removal in CapCut. I'm not going to use chroma key, and I'm not going to use the auto cutout key or the auto cutout tool as I explained in the last class. Now I'm going to use a site called background removal. Everybody, if you are there, you can write it down, BG removal. So it's a site that helps you remove background from pictures and images, right? So I'm going to go back to my Chrome now. Okay, I'll go back to my browser. Right now, I want to now remove the image, the background from the KFC product I just downloaded, so that it will look more like a mock-up when I'm placing it on my hand, right? So now, now this is the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to type in a new search bar. I'm going to type in BG removal, which is background removal. So automatically, this site helps to remove background from images, right? Even if it's your picture, you can tell it will take off images for you. Background removal. If you have heard of background removal before, go to the comment section and type yes. If you have heard of background removal before, go to the comment section and type yes. But if you have not heard of it, just comment no, and we would all learn it together. We are all here to learn. Okay, very good, very good. We have a lot of persons who are very familiar with it. Okay, thank you so much. So now it's not new again. And I'm going to enter in BG removal. So I'll now the first link here is the link to the site. Remove bit.bg is the name of the site. Remove.bg is the name of the site. So now I'm going to drag that image onto this environment, onto my Chrome environment. Yeah, onto my Chrome environment. Now I have dragged it to the BG remover. Now it has removed the background for me. So I believe we can see it. So for those who are familiar, okay, no problem. Israel and who else again? If Mrs. Nwaoha, don't worry. Background remover is a site that helps you clear off background from your images, right? If you have any image, be it the picture of yourself, right? Now, this site is equipped with some plugins that help to clear off, to wipe out any kind of background, right, from your pictures. So now it is now left for you to now replace that background if you want to. But if you don't want to, now for those who do thumbnails on YouTube, this is what they use. They use sites like this to remove background from their images before creating thumbnails for their videos on YouTube, right? Okay, that aside. So now I'm going to download this. So I'm going to download this right now. So straight up, I'll download now. Now, I've downloaded the removed background. So I'm going to drag it onto my CapCut environment. I'll do that and I'll share my screen with you immediately. So I'll do that and share my screen with you right now. So I'll share my screen. So you see my CapCut screen right away. Okay, so can we see my screen now? If you can see my screen, say let's go, and we'll go at once. If you can see my screen, say let's go, and we'll go immediately. Okay, go to the comment section. Okay, thank you so much. So it means you can see my screen. It means you can see my screen. Thank you so much. Thank you for following. So now this is the product, the KFC product. I have removed the background already. So now if you are editing your videos, right? If you are editing videos, or if you want to post your content out there, there are instances where you need to remove your background, right? I'm going to show you some few videos, maybe towards the end or when I'm done with the practicals. So you see, you see for yourself how people usually remove background. Or if I can show you tonight, I will post it on the platform. So you see some trending videos and you see how people usually remove background from them to create some viral stuff right now. And these videos are they are gaining attraction, right? So now that's why it's necessary for you to remove background from some of your images. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to drag this product I removed the background from onto my timeline. Okay, so now I will place them on both hands. Now watch what I'm doing. I'm extending the product to fill, right? I'm going to increase my timeline a little bit. So I'm going to extend. So I'm going to extend my timeline. So I'm going to increase this. So it will be equal with the video, right? So that is what I just did. Okay, very good. Now, this is what I'm going to do next. I am going to now overlay another one again directly over it. Now watch. I have the product right like this, okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I would now reduce this product, right? I will drag from one side, from the side, like you can see this part on my screen. I will drag to make it smaller in nature, right? To make it small in nature. Then I will move it to fill my hands. So it will be on one hand, okay? This is what I'm going to do. So if you are following me, just say, yes, I'm following. So I just want us to be interactive. Don't worry. If you have any question at the end of the session, you will ask your question, right? And I will attend to you. So now, this is what I'm going to do, okay? Okay, yeah, thank you so much. You are following. Thank you, Ms. Ifenyua. Okay, yes, Mr. Samuel, thank you so much. It means you are following. I believe all the rest of us too are following. Thank you so much. Okay, so now, I'm going to drag and I'm going to overlay again this same image, right? I'm going to drag it down to my timeline, right? More like a duplicate, right? Or best thing to do is copy the first product, the KFC product, copy it, right click on it. When I right click on it, I get to see a pop-up of different options. I'll click on copy, right? Now, I will now right click again directly over the KFC product on my timeline, and I'm going to paste. Click on paste to paste. Now I'm going to adjust it to fill the other space, right? Directly. I've overlaid it directly. So as you can see, I have overlaid this stuff directly on my screen, right? So two products have been overlaid directly on each other. Now I'm going to drag one to my other hand. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Salah. You are following. Thank you. So I'm going to drag one of the product now. You can see I have two products right now, and I'm going to drag one to fill the other space on my hand, right? So now this is what I have. So how many of you can see what I have now? This is how I did it. Now remember, I removed the background, right? If I had not removed the background, I would not have it as smooth as it is right like this on my hands. So now it's looking more like a 3D product that maybe like it's looking real. It's looking real on my hands right now, as if I just got it, or as if it's staying on my hand for real. Meanwhile, it's not. Okay, now if I play this video, you'll see what will happen. You see that my hands is not moving in line with the product. Neither is the product fully rested on my hand, right? The product is not moving, and that is because I have not applied keyframe. I have not applied keyframes. Now, I'm going to apply keyframe in order to enable this product move simultaneously with my hands, right? And how do you do that? Now, this is all video editing. It is all editing, and it is very, very easy. It is simple, right? I also did a recording of how to use keyframe on the LMS. So if you are having a challenge with it, you go on the LMS and search for how to use keyframe, right? And tonight's class is being recorded. So I also put it back on the platform, and I'll put it on our platform so you can rewatch again. Now, follow me closely. Follow me closely. Now, I'm going to drag this product, right? Now, watch. I'm going to start again. I'm going to start all over again. I make sure everything is balanced, okay? I make sure everything is balanced. Now, I'm going to start again. So now, having laid this product on my both hands, okay? Sorry. Now, I'll lay this product on my hands properly. So I'll drag this to fill my hands correctly. I'll drag this to fill my hands correctly, okay? But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to first of all edit one, right? I'll first of all edit one hand, the product on one hand, before doing the other hand. Now, I have my keyframe. How many of you can see on this detail section? If you can see where my mouse is right now, it is called the detail section. I believe we can see. If you can see it, right, this part is called the detail section. Now, click on the clip you want to add keyframe to, right? Keyframe is used for animation control. That is just what keyframe is used for. It's used to animate objects. It is used to move objects around your CapCut environment. It is used to move objects around your player so that you can see. Okay. Oh, sorry, Mr. Dio. I believe you can hear me now. Please, if you can hear me, let me know. But I believe you can hear me now, Mr. Dio. Okay, please, can you hear me now? So now, what I'm saying is this. I'm trying to make the two products on my hand move simultaneously, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. But before I do that, I would have to first of all add keyframe to one of the product on one hand before doing for the other. So now, this is what I'm going to do. On this part of my laptop, now I'm going to I'll click on the first clip, right, which is this one, right? Or let me click on this first. Let me click on the second one. So now, which is this one? You can see there's something being highlighted on it, so you know that this is the hand I want to work on. So I'm going to go to keyframe. Now, if you come to this part, this section, this part is called add keyframe. Now, immediately I hover over this place. Watch, immediately I hovered around here, you can see I have add keyframe. Okay, I have add keyframe. Oh, sorry, please, can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, please just say yes, I can. If you can hear me, just comment yes, I can. But if you can't, just say no. Okay, I believe some persons can hear me. Okay, sorry, Mr. Dio. Okay, I don't know. That could probably be the network. That could be network issues because I see the majority of people can hear me. Sorry, please, but don't worry. Don't worry. If you can hear me, you can rewatch this video. You will hear me properly. Okay? Okay, so very good. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Thank you. So now, this is what will happen. If you search on the detail section, I told you this part is called the detail section. Now, when you click on the product, I will click on the first product, right? Or I'll click on the second product. Now, this product now, I'm going to add keyframe by coming to this place, add keyframe. I'll click on add keyframe. So once I add keyframe, now it will enable me to now move objects in line with my hands so that simultaneously my hand can move with those objects together. Okay, now watch. I will add keyframe. Now I will play a little. I will play the video a little. Okay, I will pause. I will drag to fill my hand again. Then I will come here again to the detail section and add keyframe. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I believe we can hear me. All right. So can we hear me? Okay. Sorry, I have a little internet disruption. Okay, so very good. Can we hear? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go. So now, I'm going to now add keyframe. I'll click on add keyframe, of which I've done now. I'll click on add keyframe. Now, I'll play again a little, right? So now I will adjust to feel my hand. So as my hand is moving, I am adding keyframes, right? As my hand is moving, I am adding keyframe. Forget about the other object. Let us focus on one of the objects first, right? Okay, let's focus on one of the objects first. So now I will click again to play the video a little. Can you see? So I will now drag that object to feel my hand again, right? I will drag it to feel my hand again. Then I will add keyframe. Click on add keyframe. Okay, very good. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to now play the video a little, right? So as my hand is moving, I am adjusting. As my hand is moving, I am adjusting the object and I'm adding keyframe. I believe we are following. Now, for every hand you move, remember, don't leave it, add keyframe. Now watch. Okay, it's still on my hands. I will still adjust it. I'll add keyframe, right? Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm still going to play, right? And I'm going to adjust again to feel my hands and I'll add keyframe. You keep doing that, right? Now my hand has shifted a little bit. I'll still move the object to feel my hand and I'll add keyframe. Okay, I'll keep doing that repeatedly. Right? So this is called animation. Don't worry, I'll play it again so you see. Now, this is called animation. Now, it's called keyframe for animation. Okay, so now I'm going to play again. So as my hand is moving, I am adjusting the object directly to feel my hand and I'll add keyframes. So that's what I'm doing, nothing much. So as I'm doing that, gradually I'm adding keyframes so that it will now look real, as if I am holding that stuff directly on my hand and it is moving directly on my hand. So I'm still going to adjust and I'm going to be adding keyframes little by little until I get what I want. So don't be in a hurry. Sometimes video editing can sometimes demand you being patient. You have to be patient, right? So that you get what you want, okay? I'm adding keyframes, okay? As I'm doing that, I'm adding keyframes. I'm adjusting to feel my hand, okay? And I'm adding keyframes. So I'm only doing that for one of the clip, for one of the objects, and I'm doing that with my hands so that one hand will be settled, then I go to the other hand. So that's what I'm doing. So, okay, thank you very much. I believe we all are following. So I would continue. I'll play, okay? I'll adjust this also to feel my hand, okay? And I'll add keyframe. So don't forget to add keyframe as you are moving and as you are adjusting. So I'll play again. I'll now adjust this guy, right? I'll adjust this guy and I'll add keyframe. Very good. I'll play again. I'll now drag this to feel my hands, okay? And I'll add keyframe. I'll keep doing that till I get what I want. Okay, and I'll add keyframe. Don't worry. I believe we are following. If you are following me, please type yes. Type yes. Let me know you are following me, please. I believe we have. I just want it to be very interactive. So please, if you are there and you are following, just say yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. So I'm going to continue. Okay, so I'll keep doing that and I'll adjust and I'll be adding keyframes. Okay, I'll add keyframe here. Okay, I'll add keyframes. So now keyframe enables you to perform animation, certain animations. I'll keep adding keyframes. I'll play again. So keep doing that till you get what you want. I'll add keyframe. Don't worry, it's a small thing. It's a small challenge. Adjust to feel your hand. You can even rotate a little bit using this rotation tool, right? Then add keyframe. Okay, I'll play again and I'll add keyframe. Okay, I'll play again, adjust it again on my hand, right? I'll still add keyframe. Okay, I think I've come to the end of that section already. So very good. Now, I'm going to do the same thing for my second hand. Are we there? So now watch and see what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for my second hand. So don't worry, just follow me closely. Follow me closely as I do it. I'm going to now overlay this on my hand, on one of my hands. Okay, now I will add keyframe. Now I'm working with this guy. I'll add keyframe. I'll keep doing that, right? Just the same procedures I used to add keyframe to the other hand. I'll play again, all right? And I'll add keyframe. I'll adjust, sit it directly on my hand and add keyframe. So don't worry, be patient, and our food will soon be done. Okay, I'll add keyframe. I'll play a little, adjust. Now I'll add keyframes. So these are basic editings that we need to know. Okay, I'll add keyframe right away. I'll play again a little. I'll play again a little, adjust, and I'll add keyframes. Okay, I'll play again a little. Ouch! Oh, that's too much. Sorry. Let me adjust back to where I had my keyframe. Okay, very good. So I'll add a keyframe here. Okay, let me undo. Okay, so I'll add keyframe here. So I'll play a little and I'll add keyframe. Okay, sorry, it's time consuming, but we have to do it so that you get it step by step. So now, this project I'm doing, you also will do, you will replicate the same thing and you submit it to me. Oh. So please have it at the back of your mind. You create time to also do this. So I'll play again a little, then I'll add keyframe. Okay, I'll play again a little and I'll add keyframe. Add keyframe. Keep adding keyframes. Drag to fill my hand correctly. Add keyframes. Drag to fill my hands correctly. I'll add keyframes. Play a little more. Take it forward. Add keyframes. So if you are following what I'm doing, let me hear you. Okay, is there a way to automatically add keyframe? Actually, there is another method, but that one can be kind of there is no way to automatically add. You have to follow it gradually, step by step, right? So it depends on what you are working on. So you have to follow it sequentially so you don't make mistake. Okay, so I'll add keyframe, right? I'll play a little more, adjust again, then add keyframe. Don't worry, reserve your question till the end. I'll answer you. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Somebody saying let's go. Yes, let's go. I'll play a little more. I'll adjust again to fill my hands. I'll add keyframe. Sorry, we're almost there. Don't be upset. We're almost there. Don't be upset. We're almost there. So I'll add keyframe. Play again. I just believe we are finding this interacting or interesting. Okay, I'll add keyframe. Play a little more. Adjust again to add keyframe. So it depends on the lengthiness of my shot. I was the one who shot the video that way, but I don't want to cut it so that you follow step by step what I'm doing. Okay, so when you are doing your own, you can make sure your own is short. If you don't have much time on your side, just do a short video of you stretching out your hand this way, right? And do the same thing for me. So when we are done, you see what I've done. Okay, add keyframe. I'll keep adding keyframe. Okay, I'll add keyframe. Thank you very much. I can see all of us are patiently watching what I'm doing. Thank you so much. I'll add keyframe again, adjust to fill my hand, and I'll add keyframe. I'll play again, adjust to fill my hand, and I'll add keyframe. Somebody might be saying, "Oh, this thing is too long," but don't worry, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. I'll add keyframe. Don't worry, we're almost there. Okay, I'll drag now to fill my hand, and I'll add keyframes. Okay, I'll also play again a little more, and I'll add keyframe. Rest it on my hand, add keyframes. Play a little more, drag this to fill my hands, right? And I'll add keyframes. Play a little more, add keyframes. Play a little more. You see it's on my hand, so it's resting properly on my hand, so I don't need to stretch much. Okay, let me add keyframe here. I'll adjust now and add keyframe. Very good. So if you are there and you want me to play it now, so you see what I've just done, comment, let us go. So I'm done already. I'm done adding keyframes already. So now I just want to hear from you now. Can I play? Can I go ahead and play? Okay. Okay, thank you. Miss Becky, thank you very much. Mr. Samuel, okay, thank you. So we go at once and we play at once. I haven't sought your opinion because you are all my bosses. So I'm going to play. So now when I play now, I'll have something of this nature. I'll have something of this nature. So I guess we can see what I just did using the keyframe. So now this is how you move objects, right, on your hands. Now watch again. I'll play again so you see. So this is one of the importance of keyframe. Keyframe allows you to move objects around, right, in a gradual step. Now you may not be doing this for a lengthy video, but for a particular part, right, in a clip, you can do this. So now how many of you find this very interesting? If you see that this is interesting, just watch what I did. I shot this video by myself. I have a camera stand, and I just focused the camera stand on myself. Okay. Then the next thing I did was to place my hands in that order as you can see it. Then I kept on moving it, right? Now, it is now my duty as the video editor to now cut out the parts, the unwanted parts, right? Then I was now left to this part of the clip. So now what I did was, I now after stretching my hand in this order, I went to my Leonardo AI, right? Order for a product. Then I took those products, made a mock-up of it, then took up the background and overlaid directly on my both hands. Okay, using the method I just showed you. Now the next thing to do is add keyframes to the objects, right? Click on the object. So as you are moving in a gradual step, you keep on adding keyframes. As you're moving in a gradual step, you keep on adding keyframes, right? So that is what keyframe, this is what keyframe can do. Okay, so I think if this is interesting, please just comment interesting. So we go to the next thing. I just want to hear from us. How do you see this? And we'll begin to entertain question. Okay, thank you, Ms. Becky. Thank you, G. Okay, interesting. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Peter. He said nice. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So now. So watch again. This is what I did, right? This is what I did. Okay. So this is how you can animate objects around your hands, right? This is how you can just do that. Now, you can do it you can even do that. You can do the same thing by zooming. Okay. Now, if you want me to zoom, before I go to the questions and answer section, if you want me to do one more thing, look at, I can just click on the clip, right? This video of mine. Wait first. Let me go to the beginning. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to increase the scale. I'll bring it forward a little, then take it backward a little. Now, watch what I'll do. I'll add keyframe now. 1. Now, I'm going to increase the scale of the video to come forward. Right? I'm going to have this. Okay? Now, the product might have been adjusted, so don't worry about it. Now, I just want you to see another power of keyframe. So now, I'll play a little, right? And I'll add keyframe. Okay, I'll play a little. I'll add keyframe 1. Okay, I've added keyframe to the video. Oh, sorry, I'm not on the track. Okay, I'll click on this, add keyframe 1. Now watch, I'll now reduce it a little more, right? I'll reduce a little more, adjust it again to fill my screen, play, right? And I'll add keyframe, one more keyframe 1. Now I'll increase a little more again. I'll increase a little more, right? Now don't worry, the object has been distorted, but don't worry, I'll add one more keyframe after I play. Okay, I'll add keyframe, okay, 1. Then I'll go back again, reduce the scale, right? I'll drag to fill my screen again once more. Okay, very good. Now I'll play. Okay, now I'll add keyframe here. I'll add keyframe. Now I will now increase a little more again, so that you see how it works for both zooming, right? I will zoom my face forward a little, and I'll play a little. Then I'll add keyframe, take it back a little, right, to fill my screen or something like this. All right, I'll now add keyframe, play a little more. Okay, then add keyframe. Now I'll have it to fill my screen. Then I'll add, play a little more, maybe till the end, so without wasting much time. And I'll add keyframe right here. Okay, now watch what I will do. I'll now play from the beginning so that you see what keyframe can do. So now I'll take it little, I'll take it backwards now to the starting. Watch and see what keyframe can do. So you see, I am being zoomed forward and backward, right, till I go to the end of the video. So this is how keyframe works. So it's more like an animation as well. So very good. I will now be moving to the question and answers section, so that we'll clear our doubts. Okay, so I'm going to give permission to unmute. If you have a question right now, you can raise your hand so we can start. You can start asking me questions, then I will now attend to your questions. Okay, go to the participant area and raise up your hands and ask your question. Okay, thank you, Mr. Samuel. Very interesting. Okay, let me take our questions. So if you have questions, just raise your hand now so you can ask your question. Don't worry, you can ask me any question. Go to the participant area and ask your questions. Okay, I just want to see somebody raise up your hand. If you are there, raise up your hand, and I will pick you to ask your question. If you have a question, and we'll call it all for the day.